Hello everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Picking up where I think we left off last time anyway. We flew to Prodromos after the Akksul guy.
There are eyes on this planet.
You know.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there. But hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad. See you soon.
But yeah, so if you remember last time we went and we met with Akksul, who's the leader of the Roekaar. And he made threats against Prodromos, and then we found that they had released a signal and then went dark. And I just found yet another pocket in my shorts. It's really weird. I keep finding like new pockets. But anyway, so yeah, here we are.
Thanks for coming. Knew you'd be up for it.
I need answers. You said there were hostiles inbound.
We've had raids. With all our scientific gizmos, we expected pirates. But not this.
4-5, repeat. Stockpile complete. Waiting for beacon. Launch on detection. Repeat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I hearing, Bradley?
Here's my worry. Maybe the raids we've seen were just a decoy, so someone could do a slow tactical build-up in the Black Rock.
Tactical? You mean military?
No. That was an Angaran voice. He means Roekaar. That's why he called us.
An attack on our first outpost? Can you imagine how the Nexus would react?
Exactly the response Akksul wants.
EOS has been through enough. We'll put a stop to whatever this is.
I knew you would. I hope I'm wrong, Pathfinder. I didn't want to bring this kind of thinking to Andromeda. Head to Black Rock Tand. I'll transmit the nav point for the signal.
Alright. So just a heads up for this week, and I don't. My work schedule's getting all fucky again. Because
to see what your scientists learn of EOS.
yeah, because like the place I work at is going through like this whole like fucking renovation type deal, so like my schedule's gonna be really screwed. So for this week and foreseeable future, my Mass Effect videos, my State of Decay videos, they're going to be only like a half hour until I say otherwise, just so I can get them done and still have some time to, you know, do other stuff other than work and record, and get some free time of my own.
Understood. Eyes open.
So yeah, so don't expect too many longer Mass Effect parts in the future. That's very unfortunate because obviously it's a very big game. It's a very long game. Now, thankfully, we have reached a point where we only have a couple planets left to deal with, so it shouldn't be too bad. Like, it shouldn't take us like an insane amount of time to... Oh god, I forgot that I put the scope on this. That's... Oh wow, he just fucking annihilated that guy. Just fucking pummeled him, man. Well, I mean, you're not... you are actually fairly invincible. I can't tell where the hell this guy is, so... So yeah, so like this part and the next part, this part will end at some point just randomly again. Because this part and next part will be recorded together, but then the last part for this week will not be. Oh. Oh god, so many sharpshooters, man. So yeah.
Are we clear?
We're clear. And we still have Bradley's signal.
Right. Let's see what they were protecting.
Oh, I mean, there was a data pad here.
Roekaar are not pirates.
I mean, they act like pirates. Entry, deployment complete, beacon interface, establish Blackrock scout camp complete, distracting raids ongoing, shuttles inbound, Akksul commanding, holding in the system, place the beacon to guide attack, incomplete, Bradley changed patrols, beacon placement incomplete, Pathfinder is present, awaiting instruction. So, I mean, they definitely knew that I showed up, which makes sense. I mean, I don't... What am I looking for here? Oh, the computers.
This signal can call dropships to a precise location.
That's the Roekaar strategy. The scouts would have placed the beacon in the center of Prodromos.
Telling Akksul exactly where to strike.
Rarely, Black Rock was a Roekaar scout with a homing beacon.
Shit. Glad you put an end to that.
This job is half done. We need to ensure they don't come back.
Not sure what you're asking, Pathfinder. We can't risk our first outpost.
Third outpost. EO's had 2 before.
Promise and resilience.
What are you planning?
We use their beacon. They want a target? Let's give them one. On our terms.
Site 2 is still powered. You could broadcast from the old comm array.
Bait and switch at Site 2. Let's go.
All right. So they want to attack one of our outposts. We will let them attack it. Fast over here. My nomad should go with me. I'm pretty sure it does. I think I've decided now. Granted, it is still really early. But, like, because I remember not too long ago I talked about what I would play after I finished Mass Effect, because, like I said, I'm going to try and keep one set of videos, an old game that I know a bunch about, and the other set, more or less, blind playthrough. So yeah, I was thinking on that today, and I realized that I had started not too long ago, but never finished Skies of Arcadia on
Sam,
my
you have a location
computer.
for this
I have
Roekaar
a
beacon?
Yes, Pathfinder. Site 2 communications array.
Well, let's not keep Akksul waiting.
but yeah, so like I haven't finished it on there, and it's a game I played a bunch. I played it a bunch on the GameCube. I beat it like 2 or 3 times, and it's not a short game.
For Roekaar signal upload.
And for me to replay a game, especially like back then when
They
there was
don't.
like no achievements or anything to go for, I mean, I really fucking enjoyed it. So I was thinking of doing that one after this.
Starting Roekaar signal upload.
I really also need to take the scope off of this rifle. I put it on because it was like the first level
Now
6
might be a good
upgrade
time to take cover.
that I could find. You know, like I couldn't find the other one that I had, whatever it was, but
I told you you'd know soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold until they're on the ground.
Ready to cut loose.
But yeah, it's a game I fucking love a lot. So I was definitely thinking of playing that one now. Like I said, though, it is... Oh, that's also the wrong one. It is still quite a ways until we're done this game. So, I mean, that could very easily change. I mean, I could also very easily... I'm trying... Oh, I did get him. Let's see, can I do that? Yes, I can. Oh.
Loading ammo!
There we go. So, like, I could very easily change my mind. I could also very easily end up just going back and playing it anyway, you know? And finishing it before I finish this game, you know? Because if I do decide to go back and just play it on my own, then, you know, I'm obviously not gonna fucking play it again immediately just for videos. Now, what does worry me about that game is that it is an RPG, which does, you know, mean a not insignificant amount of, you know, samey battles and everything. But I fucking love the game, and I think that its story and its, you know, cutscenes and shit will hold it. Will hold it through even with the samey type battles. Oof, that was not me. The Saboteur, is it?
Would have stood a better chance if they had a Krogan.
Well,
No
yeah.
offense, big guy, but I don't think that would have changed this.
Depends on the Krogan.
Right? God, this shot. It does so much damage. It like one-shots everything. But at the same time. Boop. It takes so fucking long for the shots to connect because of the upgrade. Like, look at how close he was, and I fired the trigger and had a moment to think about it before it actually fucking connected. Now, granted, it is...
This site is a decoy. Rally at these coordinates.
They're onto us. Where are they going?
I'll tell you. Site 1. We overcharged the power relay to draw them in.
Okay.
Akksul's not going to be happy about that.
Nope,
Promise,
probably
here we
not.
come.
So first we trick them by placing their own beacon at Site 2. And then and then Bradley tricks them by making them believe that this other site is the real one as well. Fuck. Not so smart now, are you, Roekaar? Oh, that was a solid fucking jump.
Motherless. Everyone prepared to defend.
Sounds like they're losing their support.
Ooh, hello, Roekaar Hydra. Let's do, well, actually, to be fair, if anything is going to be shot, then it would be this. Yep, look at that. Fucking damage is still ridiculous. Oh no, snipers, what shall I do? God, it takes so long. Where the hell is that? And the delay just makes it so much funnier. Alright, let's get an actual sniper going here. Goodbye to you. I kind of wish that I had like alternate zooms on this, but I really just have the one. Oh no, goodbye.
That's the last of them. We did it, Ryder.
Pathfinder, Akksul's shuttle is leaving orbit.
I'll remember this. We're not finished. You are today, and we'll be ready next time. Come to Prodromos, Pathfinder. We owe you. Again.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You always, I mean, you owe me for just for not being fucking frozen anymore, really. I mean, because I said something about colonist block, so I imagine that when they signed up, there's literally just like a chunk of people that are like, all right, when we get an outpost, we send out this whole chunk. So technically everybody in Prodromos owes me for not being a popsicle. I'm curious though as to like for a second game if they would just have it, like how much in the future they would have it. Like if they would have it where everybody is now unfrozen and whatnot, and then maybe like we learn something and have to deal with Ket in like a different system, and there'd be like one more alien race, and like, I don't know. Like I said, it's really a shame that they took such a long break between this game and a sequel, assuming that the next Mass Effect game is a sequel to this.
Pathfinder,
The Roekaar attack is over.
we'll know what to watch for in the future. It can't just be this old man and his hunches. Special thanks to our friend Jal. It helps to show we're not all on opposite sides.
We can't assume anyone could be an enemy. That's no way to live.
We're not planning on it.
How's the team holding up?
A little shell-shocked. Can't blame them.
Maybe I should say something?
If you like.
Time and time again, you've shown yourselves competent, and this was no exception. The infrastructure you've built, the skills you've developed, despite adversity, you remain a model for the cluster.
So, when do we get back to work?
No approval asked or expected. We lose sometimes, but if they have the choice to keep going, they'll take it. This wasn't a good day, but it was another day. You gave them that. Your people, Ryder.
All right. Okay, wait for Akksul to make his next move. We've unlocked the cryopod point. I think Liam's mission updated. Okay, so I don't need that. Don't need that. Go to location, yeah. Speak with, okay, that's also on Eladin. On hold. It's remnant system, memory triggers. Outpost. Eladin. Okay. Forgotten history, that's pointless right now. Priority ops is that one that we're going to be doing next. Let's see, cultivation, medical supplies, it's also on Illidan. We must get another outpost on Illidan, because this would be gone if not. No. Collect plant samples. Alright. So we are good on that. So where's Nyx? Go there. Because that will be our next mission. We'll go to that system. I'll see if there's, because I don't think I've went through and scanned the other systems that we've unlocked, so we'll do that first just to see if anything else pops up, because we might get another little task there. There might be like some pirates that we have to take care of or something. There's still a mission that I'm remembering that takes place on like us attacking another ship, but I don't know the context of the mission. Like, I'm not remembering the context of the mission. And to be fair, it may not even be this game. It may be in the other Mass Effect game. One of them. Because, I mean, I know that does happen in there, too, where you have to board other ships. But, we'll see here. How the fuck am I tired? I woke up, like, 3 hours ago. I've had coffee. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Just always so tired. Alright. Welcome back. Okay, no new email. Suvi didn't...
You have new email.
You fucking liar. Oh, wait for Akksul to make his next move. He must have just done it then. Ryder, received a message from Akksul, forwarding it to the meeting room. You should see this. Okay. I guess we will do this first thing. I don't know why we have to play it in the... Okay. I see, because it didn't actually... Whatever. Alright. I don't know why we would have to play it here, but
you have
whatever.
AVP up.
Jarl, I'm in the meeting room.
Right behind you, Ryder. Pulling up the message.
Jarl Amadarav, you always were a short-sighted fool, helping an outsider instead of your own people. You're unfit to bear your family's name.
I didn't mean to make my enemies yours.
He said similar things before. When we were students, the Moshai paired us together. We've never gotten along.
I'm still learning about Angara, but that sounded more personal than a childhood rivalry.
He's too smart to attack me directly. Akksul wants us to do something reckless. Let's not give him the satisfaction.
Okay, that was it, really? Well, what the fuck was the point of... I mean, if you're not going to give me an actual, like, quest to do afterwards, why bother? Alright, I don't know what the hell to do for cryopods right now. Got here, special inventories, supply lines, trade capacity I don't really care about. Fusion mod support I don't really care about because of the one I use. Munitions. Receive a drop of consumable supplies, don't care. Hidden caches, don't care. More credits. Receive weapons or armor when an Apex mission is complete, don't care. Make my own weapons and armor. Consumable slots. Additional common mining nodes. And reduce... I mean, I really don't know which one I care about. I guess this one I'll go for. I don't think that I really need any special inventories, but mainly because I don't remember what's in any of the special inventories. But, you know, I guess I'll take that one because it's probably the most useful out of them to me right now. I mean, man, just playing this, like, right now, again, this Let's Play, it really makes me think of how much time I wasted on my initial playthrough. Like, there's so much stuff that you don't have to touch in this game that it's like like I'm ignoring the Apex missions, and I made sure that I checked those like every fucking chance I got when I went through the game the first time. And I say the first time when really the first time I played this game I didn't make it very far. I don't think I made it off of EOS when I stopped playing. But like I'd consider that more reconnaissance playthrough than an actual playthrough. But like my actual like playthrough that I went 100% at the game, that's what I consider my first playthrough. And like when I did that, like I made sure I got that. I did so much looking into stuff. Now granted, a lot of it, like I obviously didn't have to do as much. Like I did have to look up a couple things because it had been a while since I played the game. But like the first time I played the game, I looked up so much stuff on it, which is probably one of the reasons like I like to buy games like this, like games I know I love, right? Like this, Assassin's Creed, you know, like if a game's coming out and it's like, fuck yeah, you know, another one of those, like when the next Assassin's Creed comes out, probably going to pre-order it because I fucking love Assassin's Creed. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Liberation because I went to turn on Assassin's Creed 3 remastered, and it's like, hey, Liberation HD is on here as well. It's like, what? I enjoyed that one so much better than 3, so I've been playing that.
Anomaly detected.
And yeah, so like I'm, you know, probably gonna pre-order that if, you know, they ever do announce another Mass Effect or Dragon Age. Fucking probably gonna pre-order that. In fact, if they announce another Dragon Age, I'll probably go back and actually perfect Inquisition because I never did perfect that one. I'm not looking forward to playing that on the hardest difficulty, mind you, but you know, whatever. In fact, I think the only reason why I didn't perfect Inquisition is because they actually patched a bug out. And it's a bug that's been in Dragon Age 1 and 2, which is it's a duplication infinite money bug. Or like you sell stuff, like you go to a merchant and you can like sell stuff and buy, like you can like sell stuff twice, so it like duplicates it and gets you twice the money. And the crafting system in Inquisition to get like the best armor and that whatever, right? Like obviously if they're going to put a crafting system in, that's where your best armor is going to come from. And my main issue with the crafting system in it is that the best thing you can do is master craft armor. So like you put different ingredients in it. Obviously there's a limited amount of, so like there's only a few dragons you can kill in it, which means you get a limited amount of dragon parts. I don't know if what you get from each dragon is static or not. But like there's only a limited amount of them, and then like the best thing you can do is to master craft something which requires special items, and it just boosts all the stats. And like so like depending on what you put in, it changes its defense, resistance, its special abilities and whatnot. And but there's only one item in the game that gives you, but like master crafting something is a percentage chance. So like there's one item in the game that gives you 100% chance, and then I think the most or the easiest to obtain item that can also mastercraft it is like, I want to say bear claws or something. I don't know. It's a weird one. Or bear paw maybe. I don't know. Either way, it's something from a bear and you can just go and kill bears and get it, right? And I think that's like a 30% chance, but they really made it so that like you can't cheese it. So like, and I, at least the last time I played the game, nobody had figured out how exactly they had done it. Because, like, so, like, obviously, like, you would think the ultimate cheese move, or, like, the standard cheese move, is save right before you attempt to mastercraft something. If it doesn't work, reload the save, try again, right? 30% chance. You got, like, it shouldn't take you more than 3-4 tries, right? In theory. But, you know, people tested that and found that, no, it literally will never work. If it doesn't work the first time, you will not get it to work. Now, if it doesn't work the first time with the bear paw and you use a different item, it could work. But if it doesn't work, then it won't work. And I remember people trying to figure out, like, at what point does the game determine when a mastercraft will work? And last I checked, they had no fucking idea how it worked. And that says a lot, considering that, like, you know, people on the internet, right? Like, they'll test so many, like, weird theories. Like, they'll do so much weird stuff to try and get something to work, and they couldn't do it. And then they patched out the duplication bug, which has been a staple in Dragon Age. I mean, that's Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and I mean, they're single-player games, so there's really no reason to... They're single-player games, there's no microtransactions, there's really no reason to patch it out. Because it's something that you have to know what you're doing to do it. Like, it's not something that's going to randomly happen or anything. Like, you have to do something very specific to actually get it to work. And, like, you know, if you got the one item there that guaranteed the mastercraft, right, then you can do it. And, like, you know, like, my favorite thing to do in RPGs is to get everybody's best equipment, best weapons, right? Like, I'll play Tales of Symphonia and I want to get their ultimate weapons. I don't bother with the cursed weapons on that game. I get them, but I don't use them because I don't really care about powering them up. Like, I don't want to fight that many things just to get them stronger than the ones I can just get, and it's really not necessary. But, like, in that game there, obviously, like, the best armor you can make involves the dragon materials, and you don't have nearly the amount of dragon materials that you need to fully upgrade, even, like, because, like, you obviously get more than 4 people, but you can only take 4 people in at once. Right? I think so. Yeah, it's 4. But, like, even then, you don't get enough dragon materials to even make 4 sets of dragon armor, I don't think. It might depend on, like, which 4 you take, because obviously they do have light, medium, and heavy armor, I think. I think. So it might depend on what combination you get. If you take a certain combination, you might actually be able to make 4, but I don't know. But yeah, so, like, you know, obviously, you know, duplicate dragon parts, duplicate it's some kind of drop, I want to say. There's, like, some kind of drop that guaranteed the mastercraft, you know, so, you know, you duplicate that and you're good to go. But they removed the fucking bug that let you do it, so it's like, alright, but now all I get is shit armor. You know, like, you can't make very good armor anymore. Like, you can make yourself a perfect set of dragon armor. But that's it. Like, you're not going to get a perfect set of dragon armor for probably anybody else. Now, once again, maybe they patched it back in since then. That would be a weird thing to do, to patch a bug back in. Maybe they changed something, or people figured out how to cheese the master crafting, because if that was true, you know, great. Actually, talking about it makes me kind of want to go and play it again, but I want to finish some other games first. Speaking of which, I actually bought a game yesterday, I think it was, yesterday or day before, called, oh, I see, Mushroom Savior. I think it's new on the Xbox, but already beat it. It took me like hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Super easy game. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I do want to go back and play it, but, like, the whole thing with, like, the first game is, like, I would just cheese it, and it's like, oh, I know where the shit is, so, you know, it's like I played as a rogue mainly in the first Dragon Age in Origins. Like, I beat it multiple times, but I started it with every class, and I've beat it multiple times, but every time I beat it, I was a dual-wielding dagger rogue. Same with, like, the second game. Although not quite, because in the second Dragon Age, I beat it as a warrior more than, I think, twice. I beat it as a warrior, and I did play it as a mage once and beat it. I think. Yeah, I think so anyway. But yeah, it's been a long time since I played Dragon Age.
We're coming up on a blue giant.
From Aya, it's often the brightest star.
But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just one of those things, you know, where it's like, this is how I wanted to play the game, and then they remove that way of playing it, so it's like, I don't really want to play it anymore. It's like, I did finish it once before they removed that bug, but now that they've removed, but like the next time I went to play it, the bug was gone, and I'm like, well, this kind of sucks now. Because, I mean, there's obviously... Because the thing is, right, is it cuts down on the grind. Mainly, like, bugs like that. And that's generally what I do. It's like... So, like, in the first Dragon Age, right, it's like there's this... One of the best daggers, I think, if I'm remembering this correctly. One of the best daggers you can get. Obviously, if you're dual-wielding daggers, you want 2 of them. You're not going to get the same dagger. Because I don't think there was a duplication glitch for weapons in the first Dragon Age. Or in any of them anyway. I don't think you could duplicate the weapons. Just anything that could stack. But like one of them you could buy from a merchant in the dwarf city. I don't remember its name. And like I could just go and grind a bunch of shit to get the money to buy it, or I could just use the duplication glitch to just get it right away and just save myself grinding a bunch of weak ass things just to get it, you know.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
And that's more or less what I use bugs and glitches like that for in games, is just to save on the grind, you know. Like I won't use a glitch that'll get me past something that I need to get. So like, or get me past something that I shouldn't be getting past yet, unless it's like my second playthrough and there's like an achievement for beating it on that difficulty. Like, for example, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, right? Like, I use like glitches through walls and shit to get through those games on the hardest difficulty for the speed run, right? Because I had already beat the game, I went through it, I played it properly, and I was good. I'll never use something like that on my first playthrough, but on my second playthrough, if it's just because I'm trying to make it to the end on the hardest difficulty or something, yeah, I'll do shit like that.
Anomaly detected.
But yeah, it's just cutting down on the grind. Now, in the second one, the glitch was there, and I want to say I used it, but I'm having a hard time remembering what I used it for, because I don't remember needing to buy very much in that game. Because, like, the best armor you get in the game, because there's no crafting in that one or in the first one. Although there is enchanting in the first one, which I think is really important. But anyway, there's no crafting in the second one. And the best armor you can get in the game is gotten just from doing certain side missions. So, like, I never really had to buy any armor or weapons. I don't remember where you get your weapon, but I imagine that that's probably got through a... Maybe you get the weapon through the main mission, and, like, the side missions give you the armor, but... yeah, I don't remember what I was using the glitch for in it, but...
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Yeah, it's just weird. And a lot of people were upset, so, I mean, if I look it up, maybe they have put it back in. Because, like, when I was playing it the last time there and I saw that it was gone, you know, I looked it up and, like, a lot of people were actually annoyed at them for removing it. I feel like, and, like, from what I remember, a lot of them were annoyed purely because of the master crafting thing, because, like, that's what they were doing for it. Because, once again, I don't think there was a huge amount that you needed to buy. And, like, the limited resources, I think, is what annoyed most people. Because, like I said, you know, best armor, dragon parts, you only get like 5 or 6 dragons that you kill in the game. They only drop so many parts. You can only make so many armors. And then, especially since your master crafting, which is the best thing to do to armor, isn't guaranteed, it could be considered a waste of dragon parts. And this, you know, so like a lot of people were annoyed at that. Because, like, I feel like with one or the other, like, if there was a way to cheese the master crafting or the duplication bug was there, it would have been fine. But the fact that they patched out the duplication bug and there was no way to cheese the master crafting, that's what really annoyed people with it. So, yeah, we'll see. I honestly, like, as I'm talking about, I do actually want to look up in between this part and next part, whether or not the duplication bug is back or not, or if they've done anything to fix it. Because, I mean, if they did, I may very well finish up Assassin's Creed Liberation and then switch to Inquisition again. Alright, but anyway, that'll be it for this part. We're at 30, so we've almost made it to 40 minutes. And I realized I said that this one was just going to end randomly and pick up the next time, but then, you know, we started doing this, so. yeah. So next part, we will land on H047C, and then we will contain solar and cosmic radiation. So yeah, we'll do this next. It probably won't take us more than a couple parts. Like, as you see, we only have 2 quests on it right now. There will be more once we land on it. But I'm pretty sure this is one where, like, that Nyx quest there to come here is probably the only one that sends us here. I'm pretty sure last time I played this, I came here, I cleared everything, I left, I never came back. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for more.